What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful interview. And I don't only just have an interview, I have the best cinematographer in the planet, Dillon Parnell.
Yo,
That's it, right?
Yeah.
I said it right. Hey, I was messing up how to say it for so long. But again, Dillon Parnell. The best videographer, and this is someone, I'm not only just saying this because he just helped me a lot before we started this, but just someone I've looked up to since I've started doing a podcast, since I started getting into social media. And we may not contact each other all the time, but we do bump heads and see each other or down the street. Like one time we saw each other on Folly.
Yeah.
And it's just random moments where we just bump into each other. So,
literally.
Or even content. Bro, I know y'all have seen his content, you've seen his merch. He was on my podcast in the very beginning, and him and David, shout out to David Valley.
Yep.
I don't say government names, but he's a legend around here too. So again, though, Dillon Parnell, thank you for coming on, bro. It's been beautiful. I had to give this man an introduction because, he do that. I almost cried before this interview. I was trying to hold it back because, he doesn't have to do a lot of things that he does. And I think that's something people need to give him flowers for. And I'm willing to give him the flowers. So I want to give you my flowers, bro. Because he doesn't have to do a lot of things that I know he does, not just for me, but his group and everything he does. Because, dude, you're different, man. And, I feel like, of course, you kind of got to, and hear me out. You got to horn in some things and limit certain energy you give out. But at the same time, you give out a good bit of energy, bro. So, I don't want to start off.
You be hitting on that shit.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching, and we've been following each other for a while, man. If there's anybody. And that's why this interview is different. And I love doing interviews. But it's about you right now, man. I really just want to talk about where you're from. I was going to ask something else before that, but I want to dig into this. So,
all right, let's do it.
Where are you from, bro? Where were you raised and stuff?
I went to Stratford High School. My bad on the curse word right there. We're just in this. All right. I went to Stratford High School.
But where were you born? Oh, so you were born in Goose Creek?
Well, I was technically born in West Ashley, but we moved to Goose Creek after our house was being built. But I grew up in Goose Creek. Yeah.
Okay. And that was at like elementary school and
yeah, all the way through. I went to College Park Middle, Stratford High School.
Oh, so you're just
Westview Primary.
Prime example of a local baby, which is a product of your environment. And I feel like you've not overcome, but you exceeded it.
Yeah.
Like you are doing stuff that not the normal people around here would say they've done.
No.
If that made sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because bro, I don't know. I hear me out. I don't really know one videographer that's probably was born here doing what your type of videography is doing.
No, not really. Not really. No.
They're doing shoots. They're doing commercials work. They're doing, vlogs and stuff like that, but they're not doing what you're doing. So,
there's a little bit of style to it.
Yeah, and I want to talk about it, but I kind of want to grasp on to kind of how 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬𝙬 is now, because it's been a while since you hopped on, but I want people to kind of know where you come from. So, I know you said you're from Stratford and all that stuff. Yeah. Is that something that you feel like you're happy about? Do you talk about that a lot, or you wish that something would change around here? You know what I'm saying?
I would like the creatives around here to definitely, there's some people doing it, but not as many as you would hope for. There's not a large knit community, and even in that community it's all little I guess cliques is really the only word, little groups that work together. Right. It's kind of my friend Fern, we were talking about the other day, but it's how, you have that person that, how he described it was, you go to somebody's house and oh, I want to, where are your paper clips at, right?
Facts.
And you have that person, how Charleston is, where you have that person where oh, it's in the drawer, underneath a book, in a, attached to something, and that's where my paper clip is. Go find it, right?
That's a good analogy.
But then he was when really Charleston needs to be, oh, well, go on my desk and there's a bin for him full of paper clips.
Right.
And that's kind of where the city's at as far as creatives and working together. Oh, you need a videographer, well, go here, talk to him, and he knows a guy.
Right.
And then you'll be able to find a videographer instead of all right, well, here's all of our videographers, you know what I mean, or here's all of our artists.
Yeah, and that's something.
Same thing with shows. He was kind of describing it for shows, but it's applicable to anything, really.
Right. No, and you're right, man, because that's something that needs to be talked about more. As much as it sounds, not saying it's negative that we shouldn't talk about it, but we have to start coming together as a group, and the only way to do it is talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's dope, man. And I kind of wanted to ask, in high school, was this something you knew this was what you were destined to do, or was this stumbled upon after high school?
Really, how it got started, I remember exactly the day it happened, actually. Yeah, so we're in, you know how you have those like guidance counselor meetings with your parents and you're picking out all your credits you want to do for the year?
Yeah.
It was like freshman year, maybe sophomore year. No, it's definitely freshman year. Freshman year, and we were looking at credits, and my parents really wanted me to go to the military for some reason. So they're like, going to ROTC. And at that point, like, given my name and stuff and then go in order, like, there's only a certain amount of spots left for stuff. Right. And it was ROTC or Media Tech. Media Tech was like the new school program. Yeah, so like, I was like, really didn't want to go with ROTC. And at that point, I wasn't like listening to my parents. I just wanted to do what I was going to do. And it was either that or Media Tech. So I went to Media Tech. After that, I ended up doing like 3 years of Media Tech. And we were just like, and it just made me like the whole editing process and cameras, and like I just had fun with it. So at that point, I was just like, it's something I forgot about after high school. Actually, I didn't really like immediately high school to that.
It's hard to.
Yeah, I was still attached to me in a way, but then, you know, I think it was like, how it goes with me and my friend Josh, were, you know, trying to flip shoes and stuff. We were getting sneaker bots, paying money for sneaker bots. Mm-hmm. And we decided we wanted to get out of that. We didn't really like it too much. We bought a bot for like $300, right? Mm-hmm. And we go to sell it, and I'm using this marketplace where we got it from, and the same marketplace had the bot selling for $1,500. And I was like, dang, we made money just off the bot, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that'll make anybody be like,
Yeah, we were like, what? So we come up off of this like lump sum of money, and we're like, what do we do with it? And he's like, why don't we start shooting music videos and like getting into photography and stuff? And I was like, all right, let me look into it. I look into it. So I literally come up with a budget exactly to buy the equipment. Mm-hmm. Bought my
so
first
what equipment were you like shooting for? Because some people would want to know how it all started.
First equipment.
That's why I've been waiting to do this for a while.
First camera I used, which you can go on my YouTube channel and check it out. The first 3 music videos were shot on a Canon T7. Not even the high with the flip out screen, like a Canon T7
that's still good,
with like a $400 lens. I mean, the whole camera setup was like the amount of my lens I use on my camera now. If that tells you anything, that's like the quality difference. Mm-hmm. I think it was like I spent like $600 on the body and the lens, and right now my lens alone is $800 or $900. So it's like
upgraded.
Yeah, I've definitely upgraded. Yeah, definitely.
So you deserve it, bro, because the content and the stuff that you're doing is showing for it. It's not like you're just horning these top tier expensive equipment and just you know.
Yeah, like I don't preach the equipment makes a difference. I mean, you definitely need good lights, but like you can work with $400 lights and a $200 camera and still get close to what I'm doing if you're good enough. So
yeah, just if you're good enough, which I do want to talk about that, but I kind of want to make sure we kind of have like a strategic conversation, and I wanted to stir back to high school. So do you think that there's any way to kind of like, I know you did the class with Media Tech, right? Mm-hmm. I know you did a class with that, but do you think there's anything else that could like help kids to maybe get that videographer vibe at a younger age instead of feeling like they have to be forced to do it? Or even find out in later on in life that they want to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you think there's anything? I'm asking 𝙄𝙩𝙬𝙚 questions now. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess like
maybe more classes,
like a film class. Like early. There's not really like a films. Not what I do, at least. Like even Media Tech isn't exactly what I do, or even close. Like we're talking about news.
No, just something to get them to like stir in that direction of wanting to do it. Because I
guess Media Tech, because you're dealing with cameras and editing still, but it's definitely like a completely different lane, a whole different process. But like, I guess like a film class, like a cinematography class in high school would be cool.
I just wanted to ask. And even we were talking about YouTube before, and like how the whole YouTube university thing works. Yeah. Like the fact that you can do a lot of stuff that you were saying off of university is wild. Because like there's people like me who actually study stuff and like look into things but can never find those things. So like, is that something you think it comes with passion? Like you wanting to do it? Like you have to like know what you're doing?
100%. Yeah, I mean like YouTube University, that's what me and David call it. I mean, didn't go to school for this, nothing. I mean, straight up just Google and YouTube. Like, it's pretty much like everything's figure outable. Like, you can figure it out. You just got to know what you're looking for. And it's really just the passion of being in it and like just looking for answers on how to like produce what I want. Because what I need to produce is like not normal. I mean, you're not going to know how to make what I want to make.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you really got to know your stuff. because you're not going to get direct answers. You're going to get like indirect answers that like kind of lead you there. But then like at that point you're pioneering, you know what I mean? Like you're chopping down the jungle. Like nobody's ever been here before. How do I do it? So
that's cool, man. That's a great mindset to think, man, because a lot of people don't know what to do, and I feel like that's something that people should fall on, which is YouTube. And
yeah, YouTube is...
Stop looking for handouts, which is something I'm not saying I do, but the fact that I learned something today like that is
free game.
Me. Yeah. But I always take free game, but at the same time, like, I need to grind harder. Like, this man actually just made me realize how harder I need to go. Like, I shouldn't be setting myself so low. Like, I need to be digging into certain things and just be like, you know. So that's cool, man. And we were talking about spitting free game. Like, how do you feel about that? You think that's something like, you know, you like doing, or are you kind of against it? And I'm just asking.
I mean, it really depends on the level of troubleshooting I see you ask when you come into. Like, I'll know if you're in there for like just base information that you could look up, and that sometimes gets me a little agitated because at that point you're wasting my time. You're not really you're not really clicking my intelligence. You're not
just looking for the handout.
Yeah, you're looking for the handout. You're not like clicking my light on. But if you ask me a question that like I'm genuinely interested in, and I'm like, oh, I've been there before, I'll help you out, because it's like nobody was there to help me out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you give me a question about cameras and I know like I've been there before, and like I'm like, all right, well, I'll help you out. Like I've been there before. But if you're like, hey man, what do you edit on? Like, don't ask me that, bro. Don't ask me that.
Don't ask him.
Don't ask me, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like,
you gotta tell him CapCut. That's what I use.
CapCut. I mean, bro.
I had some dude. Shout out to the dude. I'm not gonna say his name. I had this man message me. I was like, why would I hop on somebody who uses CapCut? And I was like, bro, that's like, I love CapCut, and it's not like that. I just use it for my motivational stuff.
Yeah, CapCut's like,
I don't use it for anything else.
I mean, bro, like it's like
I just thought it was funny.
If you can do it, I mean, it's a good entry level, but like you definitely need to take it from that level to Adobe.
Well, it's more of like the motivational. I'm dropping them every day.
Yeah, so I mean,
like I haven't missed a day. I've done them for 54 days straight.
To hop on Adobe and do that every time is kind of like annoying.
It's no point. You know what I mean?
I do my walk and talks on CapCut. You've seen those?
Yeah, I've seen those. We'll talk about that. So like, how did that happen? Like, is that just something you were like, I need to just?
It just happened. No, it just happened. Like a lot of the stuff I do is just pure inspiration.
Can you actually, I think some people don't even know what we're talking about. Can you actually tell us what Walk and Talk is?
Walk and Talk is a half Zoom vlog POV of just literally my life on a day-to-day basis randomly when I think I have something interesting to show, or
Instagram, right?
I finally leave my introverted, you know, cocoon of a house and actually go out in the world and explore. Sometimes I'll throw
stuff. You're teaching people too.
Yeah.
Like you're not just, you know, showing things. You're showing people how to better themselves, I feel like. Because every time I've seen it, it's like you meditated. You know what I mean? You're doing simple stuff, workout.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro, because people need to see that, get the influence.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people are probably like, what's Walk and Talk?
Yeah, that's literally what I call it, Walk and Talk, because it's literally just half Zoom, POV. All you see mostly is my hands and feet. Right. I'm just talking to the camera, taking you along for a little adventure.
Still working, and you're putting in work, man. So like, that's on IG. I know I already kind of said
it's I don't even post them as reels. It's literally just like some exclusive stuff I post to my story. People ask me to post them all the time.
Your story, IG story? Or
yeah, it's just I post them to TikTok occasionally, but it's mostly just my Instagram story.
Yeah, you should start doing it more, man.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
Maybe when enough people...
Man, used to it. I feel you, bro. I'm the same boat.
When enough people tell me, maybe I'll do it.
Maybe. You gotta push it. Y'all better drop in the comments, like, start doing the Walk and Talk. And I'm gonna start putting my toes in it, too. But no, so I was gonna ask, the Heavenly Souls, like, the whole movement, and this was something we kind of talked about off air, because I didn't want to grasp back into what we already talked about.
Yeah, because we've done
it. If you don't know now, go check it out. But I do want to kind of recap people just so they don't have to go check out the last one.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So what is Heavenly Soul? When did it start? Kind of just like a little, you know.
Brief.
Yeah, just so people can catch up. Some new people. Shout out to you guys.
Heavenly Souls is like an active creative pursuit that me and David collaborate all the time on. Whether it's just me and David or we include other people in that, there's always some type of collaboration. Whether it's marketing, merch, videos, where everything you see us do is some type of thought to it. It's not like we just do it unless it's just me fucking around with Walk and Talk. Right. But, you know, like actual Heavenly Souls projects and like my video work is actually planned and thought out. So the stuff you see me really post is really thought out and really coordinated.
Especially the beach thing. Remember the beach thing you first started, kind of? Where you had the shirt wash up on the beach?
Yeah,
that thing was so fire.
So me and David literally coordinated that around our plan to go to Puerto Rico. So side story, I guess, or background story really. That video was shot in Puerto Rico on a private island that we did like like a scuba trip to, but it was like a scuba trip, and then after you did that, they took us to this private island, and I took that in my I took the shirt in my camera bag, and I took my camera and stuff, and I was like, David, we're gonna shoot an ad today, like spur of the moment, like we're gonna shoot an ad today. I was like, I brought these shirts, we're gonna get some type of content, like we may never be back here again,
right?
And so we're on the beach, and like, you know, we're all playing soccer and stuff. I'm like, David, we gotta shoot this ad. Like, we're only here for like another couple hours. I'm like, David, we gotta do this.
Right.
And like, we ended up finally doing it like at the last minute. You know, it took us like had to be a million tries to get the shirt to perfectly float the way I needed it to show the logo as it washes up on the beach.
That was bro. That actually grasped my attention. Like
that was shot on that Canon.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, YouTube University.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. If y'all haven't checked it out, is it still on your stuff?
Yeah, it's just hidden in the reels. It's not on the main page.
Go check it out. Go check out. Where can we find you on social media since we can add that in there? Okay.
At Spliff Dillon on Instagram, and then at Heavenly Souls. It's in my bio, so if you just go to my personal page, it funnels you through. So
okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do that while we were talking.
I think that thing's got it's like 5,000 views. It's like it's up there.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And that was one of our first ads. That's how we knew we were onto something. Mm-hmm. Like we were like, because I got
after that, and I do want to kind of talk about that. After that, you started doing smart marketing, and I don't want to bring it up fully, but it's like you started moving smarter. Like you didn't move like normal people. It wasn't you just dropping merch. Like you did daily, or not daily drops. You did like a monthly drop kind of ish. Like every other couple months you did.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to be consistent with it.
But no, you were in a way, because it's like I woke up and I kept seeing what you were doing. You had a St. Patrick Day thing. You had all these different themes that was leading up to it, and then boom, you got music videos going. You got all this. So let's talk about that. Like you've had a lot of, not a lot, but I mean you could say a lot. What, like 5 or 6 music videos you've done?
Like
out
6.
in public.
Yeah, 6,
so I've seen them. And like the fact that you've already kind of built in the catalog, and you got more coming soon.
Yeah,
shout out to Jesse. Like wow, like dude, you are. That's why I said cinematographer, the best cinematographer. You know what I mean? There wasn't like, I'm not joking with that.
Yeah.
You know, like I think you really are on the pace of doing greatness, but you know you have to. And I do this interview. Shout out to Alma. She told me, she hopped on here and was like, this in 5 years you're gonna look back, and that blew my mind. And I'm doing this for you because you're gonna look back at this, Dylan, and be like, damn, this dude had a lot of trust in and like believe in me, and it's because I do. Like you are gonna be bigger than Cold, Lemonade, all them boys. Like whatever.
That's the goal, at least. I mean, if it's possible by somebody else, then why is it not possible by me? Which is partially why I do this. Is like I saw somebody else do it, and I was like, well, fuck it, let me try it. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, that's why these are like this. I joke around, but like this is an expression of the soul. My dad used to tell me, run like my pants are on fire. So
yo, shoot,
I airbrush flames on my sweats.
That's cool, bro. I didn't know that. You didn't tell us that earlier, bro. He was showing us like new like other concepts. So I do want to ask though, the number, like the what's up with the number thing? Like
the number thing is just like
number thing.
It's my creative twist on the angel numbers. I mean, like
kind of explain it though. Like what can you go in depth for people so they know what we're talking about?
Angel numbers is
like if you see 444.
Yeah. So some people say that, you know, consecutive numbers in a row is like synchronicities of the universe. Wow. In that if you see them, they mean things, and if you follow them, you can figure out your life purpose. And that's kind of where this
is that like a deja vu type deal, you think?
It is, like, bro. I get deja vu sometimes. I see it because like I have moments where like literally yesterday we're talking about Jesse, and like I'm in this group chat. We're all managing, trying to figure out what we're gonna do, and we're trying to make this play to go to Las Vegas, whatever. We decided not to go through with it, but I'm looking at flights and I screenshot it, and I didn't realize at the time, but when I sent it in the group chat, the time to leave was 12:22 p.m. And as I sent it in the group chat, I look up at a stoplight, and on the license plate is 222. So I see 222 twice within like 30 seconds.
That's a good example.
Yeah, and you're like,
that's crazy.
I mean, come on, that has to be something.
And you don't see that like just once. You see that periodically throughout your life.
Yeah, right? Literally. Yeah, periodically I'll see them in spurts like that. But like twice within 30 seconds, that can't be like coincidence. You know what I'm saying? That's like on purpose.
Why I wanted to bring it up.
So they mean something.
Cool.
They mean something. Cool, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's something that people sleep on is like they don't see those subliminal messages because like the other day I'll do my little example. I know it's your interview, my bad, bro. Okay. But like I was cutting the grass, my lawnmower shut off. I went to do stuff with the stove shut off. Basically, like everything just died out in one day, and I'm sitting there smiling.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm like, this is it. I'm doing it. Thank you. Like something's happening because it's nuts. So that's my way of subliminal stuff. But that's cool, bro. I do want to do a little bit of talking about how you've been doing managing artists because I don't know like if this is your first dude, but is Jesse like your first big working partnership? Like y'all are going like this right now. Like, it sounds weird, but
we locked in. Is what
you're going. Yeah, y'all locked in.
Jesse's my first big attempt at trying to push an artist into mainstream.
Mm-hmm. Which you will push him into mainstream.
There's a lot of potential that we have yet to show, but once it starts rolling, like
it's a wrap.
Yeah, because it's like it's pretty much like how we got started with Heavenly Souls. How you saw us roll out stuff like that. You're gonna see the same thing with Jesse, where it's just one after the other after the other.
But you got a good team now. Like I'm not saying, and hear me, I'm not saying you didn't before. Yeah. But it's like I feel like you got a great team of mature people right now that all learned from the past.
Yep.
And now y'all know what to do.
Bunch of people learning lessons. Everybody's standing on what they say. You can't complain at that point. I mean, we're just here to do what we need to do.
And I feel like y'all know who y'all got now. Like, it's not like you're looking anymore. Y'all are attacking.
Yeah, we got Jesse. We got Jay on the beat. Mm-hmm. He's the producer behind the whole thing. Mixes and masters. Does all that. You got David helping out with the social media side. How do we?
Comic book dude. I love the comic books.
Dillon,
bro.
Yeah,
I love the comic. We need to do something.
He needs to be in here. Yeah,
we need to. Well, I want to try and do a comic book with you guys or something.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool because we could do like a spaceship type deal.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Souls and then like in the spaceship. And,
I mean the whole thing's set in space, so I mean it's super easy to do that.
We need to do that. That'd be dope. So like other than the comic book and all that stuff, is there anything in the future that you're kind of like thinking about? Because I know you do merch. You do that, you do the music with manager music, and then you do music videos, and then you do this, and then
it goes for a minute. Yeah.
So like, what's next? Like, do you have?
I don't know until
because you're always doing something.
I don't know. I'm always doing something. I just don't know until it hits me. It's like if I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing another. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta stay in that. It's all in the same realm, though. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going out of my lane. It's just like
country, dude.
I'm not cutting a corner. So when the right opportunity does hit me, what are you not gonna pay me for?
Yeah, fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that what you're ready for? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be ready for the next big check. And it's like, bro, like the more you do and the more value you can show to them, the bigger the check's gonna be. Right. The only thing I can't do right now is like engineer a song. You know what I'm saying? And produce a song.
Is that something you would do?
Maybe. I don't know. You never know what you're gonna be good at, bro. You never know what you're gonna be good at.
Yeah, that's a fact. I could see you as a DJ though.
A DJ?
Yeah, you would kill that, no? Just for a gig, not for like real seriousness, like just for fun.
I might do it for fun. Maybe Dalaminio telling me how on a set.
I was just talking to bro, man. I was just listening to he knows what song I was talking about. I don't want to say it wrong. It's a good song though. I've been he shared something about it. But no, shout out to DJ Dalaminio for real because he grinds really hard.
Yeah,
and for a
he'd
DJ,
be grinding content.
Yeah, he goes really hard. But no, so like when you wake up in the morning, can you always be yourself?
100%, yeah.
What do you feel like there's no type of like, not saying like trying to be something else, but ever feel like you prevent yourself from being something else? I'm trying to say it right without sounding
I mean, you always have those walls of belief where there's something beyond it and like you're looking over it and you're like, damn, I could be that. And then sometimes that does hold you back, whether it be blockages from other people telling you can't do it, whether it's negative self-talk, whatever. But, you know, sometimes you just got to break them down or hop over them and like, it's an ongoing battle. It's part of being human. So I mean, you're always gonna have those. But yeah, pretty much.
That's life, man. I love to hear that. That's a gem right there, man. This man's spitting free game for you guys, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't take advantage of because that's what 𝙄𝙩𝙬𝙚𝙬 does. And you know, I do. Is there anything else you kind of want to go over?
I mean, I guess we could dive more into the negative self-talk thing. I mean,
if you want.
Self-sabotage is a lot of what holds people back.
So like mental, like you're talking about, like
it's your own self-sabotage. If I tell you how to fix it, that's more of my personal experience than yours. I can guide you through your own personal experience, but you can't. Only you can tell yourself to stop being mean to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or even just going through things. That's really the only way to do it. Because I could sit here and tell you a bunch of stuff and you leave and you won't do it. But if you go through something that makes you,
I mean, like a lot of people are, they call it NPCs on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? Like how people are just straight NPCs. Well, it's like you let your nervous system control your actions, you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you really pay attention to how you move, like as a person, how you move, all of your experiences through your nervous system.
Yeah.
The 100% the human experience is through your nervous system.
Yeah, I've never heard that. You said
yeah, so if you learn how to control your nervous system, then you can control your experience.
Right. Well, that makes sense. People who go into ice baths.
Yeah.
Because then when you get into ice baths, you start to freak out if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, but that's your mind playing with you.
Yeah,
if you just tell yourself you know what you're about to do, then it's different.
Boom. Like you're conditioning your body.
100%.
Like, I can't wait to start. Yeah, I should tell you guys. So, I might have done it. I don't know if I did. I might be fibbing. But this Wednesday, I'm thinking about doing the ice bucket challenge.
Ice bucket challenge
for dumping a whole bunch of ice on me or sitting down in a tub full of ice.
I think you should sit down there to do it and then clap and then try to do your...
No, that's what I'm talking about.
If you can get through that, oh my god.
I can. That's why I'm like, I just don't want to be in a tub though. You know what I mean? I want to get a big bucket and sit in it and then do it like out in public. Like,
I have one in my house, I think.
Like body size?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we'll talk. I want to do it so bad.
I don't know if it's still there or not. But.
Yeah, it's all good. I've been thinking about it, but no, man, seriously, it's like it's really important if we kind of like talk about this type of stuff because this is what's going on in the world and it's not normal. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like it's normal, but it's not normal talking about it, and we need to talk about it. And I just dropped the balance episode. Shout out to Sunfire Films. He hopped on there and we spit some gems on balance. And everything is opinionated. It's not me telling people how to live their life or what to do to fix your life and stuff. What I was saying, it's just me on how I feel like I've balanced my life.
Exactly.
Which is literally the episode.
That's the crazy part about like the self-sabotage. You can't tell somebody how they're sabotaging.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're manipulating them, and that's also messed up. But like, you know what I'm saying? There's a careful way you have to go about it, where like, there's a line you can't cross. Where I can't tell you how to feel about it, but I can also tell you how to
maybe fix it.
I guess it's hard. It's a hard like line.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's
just
really
leading
up to
you to the water. It's up to you to drink it. That's how I feel, and I just can't say that every episode though.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Because it's like I think you know if you're watching by now. I'm just trying to help you mentally, and if you need advice or anything, I'm always here. Shout out to all the people that have always reached out to me, and I miss all my following people, and I was, you know what I mean, something that I would never want to change is being motivational. And I know you probably see it all the time because he's helped me out a lot throughout since I've started doing everything. And even with the director mode on Snapchat, that helped out a lot.
Dude, that's crazy.
I be posting a lot, so you'll see like 20 things.
One day I noticed, I was like, bro, I'm just clicking through these. I had stopped watching them at that point, so I had to say something. I was like, bro,
you're right.
I was like, bro,
but shout out to the ones who did watch it, because I know I have some people who would be like, yeah, I can't believe I did that. Now that I think about it, like I post a lot, so like
you're posting a lot, and it's like director mode lets you post 60 seconds on one click. So it's like,
if they
not only can you post more, not only can you post like 3 minutes and 3 clicks, but it also saves you from like 40 clicks or whatever it is.
Right. Like, which is good, because, you know what I mean, I don't want to force people to watch my stuff. That's not why I do this. You know
and like
go ahead.
I was about to say, just like the 3 clicks are just like, if you don't get them by the first one, you at least get them by the second one, and then from there it's 60 seconds.
But you need to do better. If you can't get them to watch the full thing without clicking through, you're not doing something. You're doing something wrong. So that's my goal, and that's why I like director mode now, because I have people message me now and be like, towards the end, and be like, yo, and I'm like,
It works. It works. This guy.
I was joking. But no, for real, it's been awesome, bro. Definitely overdue this interview, man. And I'm getting David Valley next because I want y'all to kind of be next to each other, like the Mario and Luigi type deal. But if I can't do it, it's okay. But
that'd be funny to dress up like that.
Hey, maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. But no, man, for real. Is there anything else you want to say before we go? We got your socials, right? Can you say your socials one more time?
At Spliff Dillon, if you don't know how to spell it, I'm sorry, and then at Heavenly Souls.
Okay, definitely. Which one's your favorite website, or which one's your favorite social media? I meant to ask that.
Just my personal one, just because I like to be myself.
Well, no, I meant like doing content on and all.
Oh, Heavenly Souls, 100%.
Well, like Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram, yeah. I mean, like Snapchat's just like.
Yeah, I was just curious. I meant to ask that earlier, but
Instagram the most, just because like it's the most direct way to get engagement. I would say. Snapchat's kind of hard to tell. You know what I mean? Just because people just be like clicking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People just be autopilot on Snapchat, so it's like, But like Instagram, they're working towards it. I say Instagram.
I see you getting love. My dog always getting love, man. I'm trying to get like him.
They're cool, man. They're cool. I love them.
No, guys. Hey, but again, Dillon Parnell. for coming on, bro. It's been beautiful,
No problem.
man. I love this, and I hope you guys stay true to yourself, and most importantly, keep grinding, never give up, because the only person who's going to achieve your dreams is you. No one else is going to do it. You got to get up every single day, and you got to grind. Grind harder than this man, because he's going to be a legend soon. In the making right now. But yes, I love you guys. I'm doing too much. I gotta go. Peace, Dill.
See you.
Peace.